Prime Minister of this Republic, the Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar. Let me begin by stating that on this 45th anniversary of our country's Republican status, we in the United National Congress would like to extend greetings, militant solidarity with all of the people of our great republic as we celebrate 45 years on Friday of Republican status. At our 45th anniversary of Republican status, we find ourselves, Trinidad and Tobago finds itself at a virtual crossroads. Brothers and sisters, it was only on Tuesday of this week the United Nations General Secretary or Secretary General Antonio Guterres, in his opening remarks stated, and I quote, "We are on the edge of an abyss and moving in the wrong direction." He continues, "I am here to sound the alarm. The world must wake up." My brothers and sisters, we would like to tell you this morning that if we were to take the words of the United Nations Secretary General, we would like to put it in this way. We in Trinidad and Tobago are on the edge of an abyss. And we in this country, under this criminal gang led by Keith Christopher Rowley, is moving in the wrong direction. We in the United National Congress are here to sound the alarm. Trinidad and Tobago, it is time to wake up. It is time to stand up. It is time to rise up in defense of our fledgling democracy, which is now under huge assault and systematic attack. Democracy is in peril in this country at this time. Our democracy is being gradually hijacked and kidnapped by a government gone rogue. This is a gangster administration without any moral authority to rule this country any longer. Today, Trinidad and Tobago faces two critical challenges which are confronting our democracy. One of those challenges centers around the deliberate, calculated attempt by this corrupt PNM oligarchy to politically interfere in the selection of a police commissioner. And of course, we will say much more on that. The second issue that is of importance is the manifest bungling by the board of directors and management of the Trinidad Petroleum Holdings Company Limited and the issues surrounding Petrotrin and A&V Drilling Company Limited. My brothers and sisters, these developments have come against the background of a government threatening to mandate vaccinations, rising joblessness among the people, particularly the youth and our women, skyrocketing food prices, runaway crime, and the extended state of emergency. All citizens, regardless of political party, affiliation, race, ethnicity, geographical location, and socio-economic background, should be extremely concerned with these convergent storms in our beautiful Twin Island Republic. It has been said, for whom the God wished to make mad, or for whom the gods wish to destroy, I may say, they first make mad. And it appears to the United National Congress and to the vast majority of people in our country that this PNM government is currently experiencing an epidemic of madness. It is the only way one can describe recent developments concerning this government, brothers and sisters, as they seek to accrete unto itself, arrogate unto itself, absolute and complete control of state power, as they seek to breach and violate the rule of law and all our democratic norms, democratic values, and seek to erode, undermine, subvert, and contaminate all our democratic institutions that distinguish our society from a totalitarian, authoritarian, or fascist state. My brothers and sisters, I wish to bring to your attention on behalf of the United National Congress the continuing saga at the Police Service Commission. I would like to draw to your attention a letter that was addressed to the Police Service Commission, and I want to quote this letter, written in August to the chairman and members of the Police Service Commission, from a member called Roger Kewal Singh, a member of the Police Service Commission. And in his letter to the Police Service Commission, he said the following, and I think it's important for us to quote him on this matter. Now, brothers and sisters, hear what Mr. Kewal Singh said. The list was finalized. This is in a letter in the Express on page 4, dated Wednesday, the 22nd of September, 2021. The list was finalized and was due to be delivered to Her Excellency, the President, on said 12th August 2021. At President's House on said 12th August 2021, the chair, meaning the chairman or the chairperson of the Police Service Commission, Mrs. Bliss C. Prasad, was met by another public official who voiced certain concerns and promised to forward documents in support of concerns raised. The issues raised so alarmed the chair that the list was not delivered to Her Excellency. This is the excerpt from this very long letter dated, well, there's no date I'm seeing on this letter in the Express, but it was sent to the chairman of the Police Service Commission. We would like to ask the following questions. can Mrs. Bliss C. Prasad and the President of our Republic, Her Excellency Paula May Weeks, explain and share with this country, for purposes of accountability, transparency, and good governance, who was this public official inserting himself on a meeting with the President or between the President and the Chairman of the Police Service Commission on August the 12th? We have been informed by reliable sources that a senior cabinet minister sat in a chair in that room at that place on August the 12th. That is at President's house. We would like to ask the Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, the Honorable Stuart Young, whether he was the senior executive member of the cabinet who inserted himself at that meeting on August the 12th and provided documents that alarmed the chairman to such an extent that she could not present the merit list to Her Excellency. If it is not said, if it is not the Honorable Stuart Young, let the country know it is not the Honorable Stuart Young. We are not casting any aspersions. As the alternative government, the people are demanding answers. If it was not Stuart Young, who was a senior executive member of cabinet, inserted himself at that particular meeting, was it the Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Ethelbert Hines? Let him clear the air. We would like to know if it was the Minister of National Security at that meeting on that fateful evening of August the 12th. Or was it the Prime Minister who inserted himself at that meeting? We are asking questions. We are not casting any aspersions. The country needs to know who from the cabinet, who the senior member of the cabinet was and is. And these three senior cabinet ministers, including the Prime Minister, must tell us. If it is not none of y'all, tell us who it was that was at that meeting. We would also like to know whether information were recorded at the gate of President's house on that evening of August the 12th, as it relates to who entered the gates of President's house for that meeting. Did Ms. Bliss C. Prasad, or should I ask it another way, was Ms. Bliss C. Prasad aware of this minister's presence before going to President's house, or was she taken by surprise? Was Her Excellency, the President of our Republic, aware of this particular senior cabinet minister presence at the President's house? Was she aware? Did she invite him, or did he invite himself? These are very serious matters, because we are talking about an independent police service commission that should not be taking any direction from any government minister, inclusive of the Prime Minister, should not be subject to any political influence by any political member of the political directorate, We are dealing with the police. Some 8,000 men and women under arms. A coercive force. And it is criminal for any government to try to influence the selection of a police commissioner. That is not the role of the cabinet or any single member of the cabinet. Lord Diplock, in a very historic judgment in 1982, talked about the dangers of politically influencing the service commissions, particularly the Police Service Commission. He talked about if they were to do that, they were able and they would be able to appoint their own police commissioner and transform the entire police service into the party's private army. Is that what the government is seeking to do? Is the Prime Minister and his cabinet seeking to handpick and to choose and to select their own police commissioner so that they can go after their enemies, or what they may call their political opponents, and arrest them on trump-up charges? Is this what the modern dictator and emperor and modern pharaoh trying to do in our country? And he's using the Police Service Commission to accomplish his objective? These are very serious questions. The country is crying out for answers. So, Madam Excellency, the President of this Republic, you owe it a duty of care to share with this population your role in this whole fiasco, in this whole national scandal. And Bliss C. Prasad has a duty of care to share with this country who was the senior cabinet minister at that meeting. And as I'm on this subject, may I ask Ms. Bliss C. Prasad whether the commission instructed her to write to that same informant, as they call it, the senior executive cabinet member, a letter asking him to put in writing, reduce in writing all his concerns, so that the commission could properly deal with this particular matter? Was that a decision of the commission? And if it was, why did you carry it out, or did you carry it out? Did Bliss C. Prasad write to the senior cabinet minister or member asking him to commit pen to paper on all the arguments and all the information and all the documentation that he said he had in his possession, and make it available to the commission so the commission could study those charges or those allegations? Was that done, Ms. Bliss C. Prasad? Now, we warned the president of this country very early that that appointment was highly irregular. It must never be forgotten that under 126(2) of our Constitution, no serving member in a public office can serve as a member of the Police Service Commission or any service commission unless that person had spent 3 years in the wilderness. When Bliss C. Prasad was appointed as chairman of the Police Service Commission, she was a serving member of the Shagaramas Development Authority, either its chairman or its director, or a director of the CDA. And so while she was appointed as the Police Service Commission chairman, she was also a director/chairman of the Shagaramas Development Authority. So she was serving two masters at the same time. She was holding a public office. She was receiving monies from the state. She files her integrity forms every year with the Integrity Commission. So she's a public office holder. Yet still, Her Excellency proceeded to appoint an individual who violated Section 126(2) of the Constitution. These are very serious issues. And this imbroglio does not end there. Here it is. We have this headline: Bliss stands alone. Her three commissioners have disagreed with her unilateral stance in sending a letter off to Gary Griffith, saying that he's on leave, or he's on suspension, or he's on administrative leave. They disagree with her, and she will not withdraw the letter. So they went to who? They went to a gentleman by the name of Nelson, Ralston Nelson. Here it is, Nelson. And this is his opinion. His opinion coincides with the opinion of the distinguished Kamla Prasad Bisesa, SC, on this matter. We inform the country and we inform the PSC that under Section 123, 1A of our Constitution, once you are going to put someone to act as a police commissioner, you have a duty to draw up a merit list and have this merit list transmitted to the President of the Republic. We said that. The Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisesa said that. You know what the Police Service Commission did? They sent the merit list to the President. The President did not forward the merit list via notification to the House of Representatives for approval, but instead, lo and behold, acting unlawfully and unconstitutionally and illegally, the Police Service Commission went on to appoint an individual as an acting police commissioner. Where did the Police Service Commission derive this power? This was in violation of the Constitution. And here Mr. Ralston Nelson, who has been retained, I believe, by the Office of the Attorney General for this opinion, is telling the whole world, including the Prime Minister and the Attorney General and the President and the PSC, that you are all wrong. You are all wrong. You are supposed to follow the law, follow the Constitution. And to make matters worse, they have now appointed a second person to act as Commissioner of Police, one MacDonald Jacob. No merit list submitted to the President, or was it? And the President has not submitted it to the Parliament. So there are two constitutional situations emerging or developments that is clearly unlawful, illegal, and unconstitutional. This is a total mess. As our leader said, it is a constitutional crisis. It is not only a constitutional crisis, it is a moral crisis. So this can be likened to Emailgate Part 2. This is Emailgate Part 2. And the same players are involved. Members, citizens, as we prepare to celebrate our 45th anniversary of republicanism, we cannot continue like this. Enough is enough. The Prime Minister must go. The Prime Minister of this country must pack up and leave. Along with him, he must take Faris Alwari, his Attorney General, with him. He must take the Minister of National Security with him. He must take Stuart Young with him. And he must take his cabinet with him. The country is fed up with these